Hello, I'm Andy, and here is your weekly horoscope from the 7th of May, Sunday, to the 13th of May, Saturday, 2023. And this is especially for you coming from Scorpio. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, based on your palms. Your palms are very special, they belong to the energies of the soul. Ever wondered why lines are changing and who is doing that? New signs appearing. Is the soul telling you what's waiting for you in your future? And I'll use your full date of birth, time of birth, and read your palms to tell you what's going to happen in your business or your job or your financial side, what's going to happen to your health side. I will go into detail and I'll teach you many energies. The energies how to firstly get into touch with the soul, the third eye, and the aura. We'll talk more about this later. Sunday, the 7th of May. This is a nasty morning afternoon. Accidents of all kind are waiting to happen. Well, I've made you to be informed that what you say, what you do may upset people, and that will form enemies of people. So you have to be careful while you're driving, physical accidents as well, emotional accidents, and financial accidents. Don't try to get any deal pushed through because you can easily be the victim on this morning and afternoon in any form whatsoever. You can create enemies very quickly by showing your arrogance. There's a planet of arrogance there. So don't want to do that. People get fed up and they will hate you and you create enemies that way. So many things can go wrong. You'll meet people you don't like, or you could meet people that you like, but they have bad habits and you're going to be involved as well. So negative is negative. Evening and nightfall, the problem is your ego is bigger than your head. So you're very oversensitive. You become a perfectionist. You want plans to go your way. Well, you can, if you have been to see me, I'll teach you all the energies, your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky directions. All these are forms of energies, which I would have taught you if you have been to see me. But if you haven't, then tell yourself that this evening and nightfall, because of your ego, you're going to be very disappointed. And you might even be very depressed and very happy as a result of that. Worse still, some of the morning planets of accident or people turning against you will also be visiting you in the evening nightfall. So it's a losing game. You can just get people to be unnecessarily your enemies too quickly. So, how do you correct it? Well, improve your tolerance for people the whole day, improve your teamwork as well, especially evening and nightfall. Don't be too expectant of anything, and that way you won't be too hurt. Monday, the 8th of May. This is a good morning afternoon. Planets are slow because they are long term planets. So, whatever happens where you work or where you do business or wherever you are, be patient with these planets. Hour by hour, they're building a platform for you. And the morning and afternoon is going to make you more and more secure. You cannot expect quick returns because these planets are slow and steady because they are long term planets. So they're making you secure and building up a safety net for you. You may want to go back to school. You may want to restudy something. You want to become wiser. The planets of wisdom are all there. So think very carefully how to make yourself luckier, even where you work or do business, or even if you're at home. People know you know from your past, and if you need help from them, go meet them or connect with them. You'll get the help coming your way. One planet from the evening nightfall, the planet of disappointment, will visit you now and then in the morning afternoon. So don't take things for granted, don't take people for granted, don't take circumstances for granted in the morning afternoon. Always tell yourself, never show your temper and don't be too pushy or dominating. I don't like your evening nightfall as well. Things are going to go very wrong. Disappointments in every area is possible. So, what can you do with bad evening and nightfalls like this? Well, don't be out. The more you're out in the open with people, perhaps you don't know them well and you're exposed to trouble. If you have to be out, make sure that the people you're out with know you very well. Well, you're meant to be disappointed. If it's a meeting for a job, you will see disappointment. If it's a meeting for business, you will see a disappointment. Chasing for the romance, it won't go your way. What happens is your ego is going to be very bruised, and because of that, you might retaliate. The best is if you don't have to be out, don't bother. It's a losing evening and nightfall. Tuesday, the 9th of May. This is a very powerful 24 hours for you, whether where you work or in business, whether at home, whether anywhere. Planning for anything in the morning, afternoon is a winning game. You'll have the best of your planets with you, and they will give you the support to get what you want done and to also get what you want that you really want. Even in your personal affairs, good news will come everywhere. This kind of energy makes your aura shine, and people will somehow look at you with that magnetism that you will show. So be the leader, take the lead, and you will see that that leadership is going to be making tons of good things waiting to happen. Sometimes there's too much of these good planets. They can make you abrupt with people, make you impatient with people. So don't let that happen. I like your evening and nightfall as well. The planets of bigness, expansion, getting good news to go into business. Whatever it is, you'll be dying to expand what you want. Expanding your horizons and your dreams to come true. All that is very possible on Tuesday, the 9th of May. Looking for partnerships, this is a wonderful day as well because your energies somehow will show people that you're ready for the uptake and ready for doing something very big. When we have wonderful planets, strong planets, and we can't handle them properly, then it ends up with an impatient temper, a dominating attitude, and a stubborn nature. So these three things you bring under control and you'll be just fine the whole day. A very promising day. Wednesday, the 10th of May. Your ego is everywhere, and you seem to be wanting to take charge everywhere, whether at home, whether in the office, whether in business, having lunch with somebody. Don't stick your neck out too much to want to take charge because this ego is not very steady on this Wednesday, 10th of May. And this ego makes you a person who seem very boastful or seem want to take charge of people to overcome them. Do the opposite. Try to be flexible and negotiable on this Wednesday, the 10th of May morning, afternoon, and you'll get much better. You could meet people that you've been wanting to impress. Well, if you show your ego, they'll not be very impressed. So be the opposite. Be friendly, be ready, and be accommodating to everybody. Otherwise, it's going to be a waste of time this morning, afternoon, or Wednesday, the 3rd of May. You just feel egoistic, but nothing happened. And it's a failure in the end. And the blame will be that you are not anywhere near to form partnerships, whether business, job, or whether personal. I like your evening and nightfall though. Keep all your important meetings for the evening nightfall. Two very fast planets, Uranus and Mercury. They are there to give you what you want. You'll be very much a person coming up with fabulous ideas in the evening nightfall. And you'll be very much a person that your speech and writing skills and communication skills will be wonderful. So all your good energies are waiting to be released in the afternoon, evening, and the nightfall. As they progress, more and more energy is coming. So plan this and see what you want from the group of people or the person you are going to meet. Is it for the job, business, finances? Is it that romance? Is it for a loan of money? Whatever it is, you'll be able to come much better. The trouble is that the arrogant planets don't leave you alone. And when you can't get what you want in the evening nightfall, you tend to show. You tend to show that you are not very happy, and that produces unpleasantness because it's back to ego. So shut the ego down and put up a front that even if you didn't get exactly what you wanted, you still remain happy with them. Thursday, the 11th of May. This is a bad morning, afternoon. Bad news where you work, where you do business, whether at home, whether chasing for the romance, having lunch with somebody, things can turn very bad very fast. The reason is that argument is one of the problems. Your hastiness and impatience is another problem. You'll make very careless mistakes and get very bad blame on this Thursday, 11th of May morning, afternoon. So what can you do about it? Well, slow down what you say, slow down what you plan, slow down what you do. You'll have time for your brain to catch up with your tongue. Don't say it, don't do it. And many of these planets are emotional planets. So the emotional side of you, which can be tied to your job, business, financial areas, you'll show the disappointment openly, and that won't be good. You'll give an impression that you are not happy with your status. So don't show any emotional stuff like that. Keep it well inside you. Put on a smile, even if you get bad news, because you're going to get it. Put on a smile, and people will see your graciousness. Evening and nightfall, much, much better. Much. By the way, accidents are very easily done on the 11th of May morning afternoon, which can be physical accidents, verbal accidents, financial accidents, emotional accidents, because you're just meant to be down. I like your evening nightfall much better. Now the communications of money are everywhere. So you want to make a date with people to discuss financial affairs firstly. You will have that charm about you, that money sense about you. You'll talk about money perfectly and a person who's very much experienced. So do that. These money planets, they can also lead you to meet people in friendship areas as well, to build up a team. The trouble is, one or two of these emotional planets will trouble you if you are looking for the emotional side to be activated in the evening nightfall. So don't allow that to happen. Just stick to the money game would be better. You may not be able to change, you may not be able to make up your mind the whole day. Moody and changeable, which people will not like. So plan it so that you agree or at least manage yourself not to be seen as too changeable or fickle minded. But I like your evening nightfall of this Thursday, 11th of May. Money planets are there. Friday, the 12th of May. That's a fabulous morning afternoon. Gives you the energy of Jupiter plus the energy of Jupiter and the Sun. So your popularity can go sky high on Friday, the 12th May. But alongside are the planets of domination. They are still good for you. So your popularity should be seen without showing your domination, without showing your stubbornness, and you'll be perfectly on the right side to get people on your side for whatever purpose job, business, finances, chasing for the romance, making friends in the morning, afternoon. Making partnerships of every kind is very possible. The trouble is that one planet from the evening nightfall, the planet that doesn't make you be on the same wavelength with people, the planet of disappointment in many areas, will visit you. So once in a while, there'll be a spanner in the works because you're either dominating or being too pushy. So remain flexible and remain as much as possible to be agreeable, and you will get the best benefit. I don't like your evening nightfall as well. If you don't have to be out, it's better because whoever you are with, there's going to be just not being on the same wavelength, which will normally lead to arguments and then to a bad temper and anger and then to failure. If you don't have to be out in the evening nightfall, be in that atmosphere that you're used to at home. You're able to work better with it. But even at home, you will see that people upset you with what they want and how they want it. What can you do? Well, just be with yourself and occupy your brain to find solutions. Think of your morning, afternoon, how to make it even better. Plan that for another day, which you can use this evening nightfall of this Friday, 12th of May. So, what I mean is, getting together with people won't work. Be on your own, you'll find solutions. Saturday, the 13th of May, is a wonderful morning, afternoon. There's a genius in you that wants to be out. So, take a pen and paper and start noting down this genius, how you can get it activated in this morning, afternoon of 13th of May. Your ideas, how you're going to function them. It's a Saturday morning. If you're at work, speak to your bosses. If you're in business, talk to the people you're chasing for business with. These are the planets of unexpected goodness. There's something good must happen. So it's all up to you the degree at which energy you can use or the method that you can use. You're going to show success in the most unexpected way. Evening and nightfall is the opposite. Accidents can take place. So if you're driving around in the evening, be careful if you drink too much or if you're careless or if you're tired or if you're sleepy. Better to go home quickly. And you make enemies very quickly because you become rebellious and you become a person who is not agreeable and your emotional side seems to suffer in the evening nightfall with disappointments or disagreements. So it's better to be on your own, say less, do less. Plan it, writing down what you want. Evening and nightfall, nothing to gain. So why bother being too ambitious? Just be with yourself and be happy. This 90-minute session I have to talk to you about your next 9 years is based on your date of birth, your time of birth. And most importantly, reading your palms. Your palms are very powerful tools of energy. They belong to the soul. Somebody is chasing the signs, putting new marks, showing the ups, showing the downs, why your health may be going bad or getting better, is the soul doing it. But we get all these energies automatically. The third eye, the energy of the soul, and also further supernatural energies. We get it only in our 50s, 60s, or 70s, much too late. There's a way how to accelerate the energy so that even if you're a teenager came to see me, that teenager is going to learn how to make that powerful moves very, very fast. Your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky directions, a lot of energies to teach you. And if you like to play lotteries, first I will read your palms. If I don't see the mystic cross, then don't bother about lotteries. You don't have such supernatural luck. But then financial speculation, I'll look for marks for that. But it's wonderful talking to you. Here's my email. Remember that your outlay is only USD $50, which is the price of two hamburgers in the US. That's all it is. So don't eat these two hamburgers. And let me show you your next 9 years in many, many ways. I wish you good luck in the meantime. Thank you. Goodbye.